Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com, and I've got another fitness video for you today. If you are interested in fitness, that's cool. Check out my playlist on fitness videos. If you're not interested in fitness and diet and nutrition, you should be. Check out my video on why you should be fit. It's sort of an embarrassing video. I wasn't very fit in that video compared to now, but anyway. So I thought I would answer the age-old question, which will stir so much debate. Oh gosh, there's so many opinions on this, so much wrong opinions on this. But you know, and to be honest with you, I didn't know the answer to this until what do I always tell you? Go and figure it out yourself. And so that's what I did. So the question is, does cardio kill gains? So if you're lifting weights, you're trying to gain some muscle, or you're trying to not lose your gains, right? Does cardio kill it? If you do cardio or too much cardio, will you look like an emaciated marathon runner? Or can you be a bodybuilder? Can you be fit? Can you have muscle and do cardio? Now, I want to point to a video. Let me see. And I'm going to give a shout out to this dude because he is awesome, dude. I just started watching some of his videos, ran into a couple of his videos. His name is Mario. I believe it's Tomic. Maybe it's Tomic, probably. Mario Tomic. You can check out his channel. I'm going to give him a shout out here. Hey, Mario, liking your stuff. But he did a video recently on does cardio kill your gains, and I thought I would do my own version of this, since I mostly agree with him, but I don't think that, I mean, he gave some really good advice, but I don't think that he's really taken it to the extreme that I have. Not very many people have, so I'm going to give you the lowdown from personal, real experience. Now, your results and your mileage may vary, and it may depend on your exercise program and diet program and things like that. But what I'm going to present to you today is that cardio does not absolutely kill gains. So what I mean is a large amount of cardio will not kill gains in all situations. Maybe there are situations where it will, but I'm saying that you cannot say that absolutely, yes, if you run X number of miles or do steady state cardio for a long time, you're going to lose muscle. Now, I got back from China, I guess it's been, like a week and a half. It hasn't even been 2 weeks yet. Thursday it'll be 2 weeks, like in a few days. So I told you, if you've been watching, I got a little bit fat in China, right? I ate the stuffed buns. I didn't lift, I didn't run. I was really in tip-top shape right before then. I don't know if I already pointed to a picture or not, but you can see my picture I took in Vegas, and you can see that. I'll put the picture right here. So anyway, I'm getting back to that. I did a video talking about why I'm growing this beard. You can find out about that. But essentially, I'm really close, and I got there real quick. And I don't know why I'm giving you this update. It's just to build the suspense about the cardio and the gains. But I'm back on the program. I am putting out a diet and fitness program. I know I keep on saying this, but I'm testing this. I want to make sure that this is solid before I put this out. And it's really hard. So I just made an alteration to it, actually. So I'll be talking about that. I've added HMB to my stack here, and I'm experimenting with that, and we'll see. I've changed some things around. But my general protocol, and at the reason why I showed you that picture from Vegas was at the time I took that picture, I was running 40 miles a week. Yes, you heard me right, and I'm not making this up. 40 miles a week for the past, I think it was 6 weeks at that time, right? So that's marathon training distance, folks, right? That's 40 miles a week is probably more than most people train for a marathon if they're running their first marathon. It's a lot of mileage. I was running 10 miles 4 times a week, and I was doing that fasted, right? So no food, right? Because I do 1 meal a day. I only eat 1 meal a day. And I was doing some other kind of tricks with some carb cycling and stuff, which I'm not going to get into the details right now because I want to address this issue of does cardio kill your gains? Well, if you look at that picture, right, I'll put the picture up here again because I like to put pictures of myself. Anyway, if you look at that picture, which I'm almost back to that, but I was more kind of that picture, obviously. It's pretty clear that I have not lost my muscle, right? Okay, and I look at my weight, right, and I look at my strength, and I didn't really, 6 weeks. I didn't waste away running 40 miles a week for 6 weeks, eating at a calorie deficit, mind you, right? So we're not even talking about a calorie surplus, eating at a pretty extreme calorie deficit, eating 1 meal a day. Not on any gear, not any juice, not taking anything, illegal. So, at least in my case, right, that proves pretty much beyond a shadow of a doubt that cardio does not kill your gains. I was not losing muscle. In fact, when I look at my scale, I track my weight, my body fat percentage, every single day using a We Things scale, which I'll put the link here. You can check out that We Things scale if you're interested in the scale, and there'll be probably a link below in this video. Anyway, I track that, and I actually gained muscle during this time, if you can believe it. Even on a calorie deficit, I lost fat and gained muscle at the same time. Seems hard to believe. That's the beauty of the program I'm putting together. That's why I think I'm doing something that no one's really put together in this combination before. A lot of people say that, but honestly, I'm seeing ridiculous results. And I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've never gotten results like this before. So anyway, point being, you don't have to worry about adding cardio in. I believe that there is a way that you could do cardio that would kill your gains. And that is if you are in an extreme calorie deficit and you're not refeeding after the workout. So the key here, right, and again, I don't want to go into too much details, but this is what I'm doing at least, that is preserving muscle mass while I'm doing this. So the big thing is that on the days that I lift, right, I'm fasting until I lift. I'm doing low carb on the days that I'm running, and I'm fasting until the run. But after that, right after I lift, I'm replenishing with carbohydrates. So I'm replenishing glycogen stores. I'm using that insulin sensitivity that I have at that moment to sort of supercharge, super store glycogen in my muscles and to build that up. So I believe that's part of the reason why, basically what it comes down to this is that, at any given time, right, this is how you gain muscle or you lose muscle, is basically you have two processes going on with muscles in your body, right? They're being broken down and they're being built up. Protein degradation. Protein is being, your muscle tissue is being broken down when you work out, when you don't have enough calories, right? And it's protein synthesis is happening. And so if the protein synthesis in your body, if it's creating more proteins, creating more muscle, faster than it's breaking it down, you net positive muscle, positive growth, right? And if your protein synthesis is less than your degradation, how much your body's breaking down the protein. There's probably a better word than degradation. I can't think of it now. But anyway, then you lose muscle. So you can do the cardio, right? You can be burning calories. And part of the reason why I'm running, when I'm running my 10-mile runs, why I'm running in a fasted state, is because I want my body, and it's also why I'm not doing HIIT at that time, because everyone says, well, why don't you do HIIT? That's better for burning fat. I'll give you two quick reasons. One, you can't do HIIT 4 times a week. And it's not going to match the calorie burn of running for 2 hours 4 times a week approximately, right? You'll just be dead. And you can't do HIIT 4 times a week and lift 3 times a week. You're going to be like toast. It's just not going to happen, not for the duration that you want. And 2, I want to be, when I'm doing cardio, I want my body to be using fat for fuel, not glycogen at this point. It's going to use glycogen, it's true, but I want it to be using fat. So that's why I'm fasting before I run, is because at that point I'm already, liver glycogen's completely gone, right? At that point there's still muscle glycogen, but my body is going to be pulling a lot of the calories it needs to run for 2 hours, to run for 10 miles, because I'm slow, from fat, right? So that is going to help preserve muscle in that case. I do think that if I didn't do that, there would be a much more higher chance of muscle catabolism in that case. Now, I've added HMB to my stack because HMB is a muscle preserving compound. I hadn't been using that before. That's why I didn't mention it here. So I'm testing that to see if I can, my goal is to reduce the protein breakdown. The synthesis should be about the same, the protein synthesis. So giving you a lot of information here. But, you know, honestly, I was worried when I first started running, right? I remember I had some Get Up and Code episodes when I first started running. I was running 5K 3 times a week. And I was worried that if I ran 10K, that if I upped my mileage, that I would start burning muscle. And it's just not true. Because I'm running like so much more than that, right? If you think about it, if I was running 9 miles a week before, and I was worried to up it to essentially 18 miles a week, and now I'm running 40 on a deficit, and I'm not losing muscle, right? Every day when I go out to the gym and I lift weights, right? I'm not losing strength. I'm not losing size, right? So I think it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I can't imagine someone doing more extreme cardio than I am. That's doing weightlifting. That's trying to build. So maybe if you're running 60 or 80 miles a week, that seems insane to me. Maybe then you would be more in danger of losing muscle, but certainly within any reasonable amount. So what does this mean to you? If you want to lose some extra weight, right, you could pretty much do as much cardio as you want. Don't worry about it, right? Because I'm literally doing 2, 4, 6, 8 hours of cardio a week, right? So if you did cardio, you know, an hour a day trying to cut, you're gonna be fine. No, there should be no problem. Now, again, maybe your mileage will vary and be different, and there's different conditions. I'm willing to grant that, but I'm just saying in general, right? You know, people have lots of theories on does cardio kill your gains or not, and they don't have any kind of evidence. They like cite studies, they do all this stuff, but they haven't actually busted their ass and ran 40 miles a week for like an extended duration of time and lifted weights and seen does it actually happen. So I've done that. That's why I'm telling you this, and it didn't happen, right? I'm doing 40-mile weeks now. I'm still lifting. If you see me, I do. And then here's the beautiful thing about this, right? I've been doing YouTube videos for like 3 years now, and I do like 2 YouTube videos a day for the past like 6 months or so. So go look at my videos and check, see. And you can look at Strava, my Strava account, and see that I'm running 40 miles a week, right? And you can say, well, did John waste away? Was he was bigger and then he started running 40 miles a week? It's all documented here, so I can't make this shit up, right? So anyway, if you're still like on the fence and you're like, you're still, no, cardio kills my gains, you just might be lazy. You just might not like to run. That's fine. Just admit it. Just say, hey, John, I'm lazy ass. I don't like to run. I didn't like to run. I do now. But yeah, so, by the way, if you want to check out a video of me running in San Diego and my running route, you can check that out. And yeah, so go ahead and start the flame wars below about cardio killing your gains. But if you don't test it, and that's the other thing, I'll wrap this up here. Man, I'm doing long videos lately, but I'll wrap this up by saying this. Go and test it, right? If you're not sure, go and test it and see. Take some adequate measurements, test it for at least like 3 or 4 weeks, and chart your progress and see. See if the cardio is killing your gains or not. And if it is, if you're like, as soon as I need to, roll around in a wheelchair all day or one of those, what are those hoverboard things? Because if I run at all, all of a sudden my muscles just disappear. Then fine. Then that's for you. But as far as my experience, it doesn't kill your gains, so I wouldn't worry about it. Anyway, if you have a question for me, a fitness question, go ahead, email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com. I'll try to answer it, and I'll give you some updates on what I'm doing and how I'm progressing here. So if you like the channel, if you want more programmer videos, life videos, fitness videos, subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.